whether the Commonwealth is still relevant as an institution. I, for one, come here with a very open mind, and this is my first CHOGM, and I would like to say that this CHOGM has truly answered that the Commonwealth as an institution is still very much relevant because it is able to meet and face the global challenges of today. I go home with that feeling. I go home with a feeling that the spirit of Commonwealth is still very much alive. I go home with a feeling that the values of the Commonwealth is very much dear to our hearts. And I go home with a feeling that there is so much camaraderie and friendship within the nations of the Commonwealth. And in this regard, I'd like to thank Prime Minister Manning for his outstanding leadership and also the contribution of the Secretary General of the Commonwealth and all those involved, making this summit, to me, hugely successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. The President of South Africa.
Thank you, Director of the Program, Prime Minister Manning, and my colleagues. I would want to join my colleagues saying that we have concluded a very successful Commonwealth summit, certainly under very quality leadership of our chairperson, Prime Minister, who really facilitated that we finished on time. Dealt with quite a number of issues that could have been classified as difficult issues, but I think we're able to deal with them and concluded those issues. The Secretary General will remember when he visited South Africa, we had a discussion and I had posed quite a number of questions about this association. And I think some of my questions have been answered. Because I was saying, what impact are we making as an organization globally on the global challenges that face us all today? I think one of the issues that proved this point, in addition to others, was the manner in which the Commonwealth addressed the issue of climate change. I think for the first time, we invited key people on this matter. The Secretary General of the United Nations, the Prime Minister of Denmark, where we will be meeting to discuss this issue, and the President of France. I don't think it is a common thing that CHOGM allows people to come, but I think this indicates that we are dealing with the CHOGM of today. That helped to inform us as we were to enter the debate about this issue. And I'm very happy because the Commonwealth represents a very large number of countries within the global setting that were able to sit here and really contribute to what must be the outcome of Copenhagen. Because countries that were here, small, middle, and big, were able to hammer out the views and emerge with a communique that I thought it captured the feelings. And I've got no doubt that it will make an impact to the outcome of Copenhagen, because these countries that have been here will be holding these positions as we get to Copenhagen. It also confirmed the necessity of countries, that is heads of states, that the issue of Copenhagen needs heads of states is a serious matter. I think that example alone, if you leave many, indicates this organization that it is here, it is making an impact. The fact that it is getting new members, it indicates the fact that it still attracts those who are outside to be part of it. So I'm very happy, and I think, Secretary General, my questions, which were quite, I was very argumentative, have been answered, because I think the challenge that faces us today need an organization that can respond to those issues. And I think this CHOGM has responded to issues very correctly. So we are very happy. We go home very happy indeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, Prime Minister Manning, I just want to take the opportunity to be able to say, first of all, thank you and the people of Trinidad and Tobago for wonderful hospitality extended to us, particularly to all the Commonwealth leaders. From those of us who come from the smaller island states and from the bigger nations, we were able to be here in your soil, and we find it wonderful. Hopefully, one day we'll make a return on holiday. But this has been a wonderful meeting, because I've attended a number of Commonwealth meetings before. And today's meeting, today's conference, has an outcome, and listening to the voice of the smaller island states of the Pacific, of the Caribbean, of West Africa and East Africa, and us in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. And this meeting, I termed it as a wonderful meeting, because under the stewardship of your Prime Minister Manning, and guided by the committee that came up with the drawing up of the agendas for our meeting, has been a great success. Success in the sense that there are nations of the world who may not be serious about what is happening to the rest of us, the small island states. In Papua New Guinea is a good example. Kiribati, Tuvalu, all these islands are coming under the water, which give us an impression there is something wrong. We need a world attention. And this conference made it possible for our voice to be heard. And that's why, with the conclusion, it's this conference, I'm going with a very happy mind. 3 weeks' time, we'll be meeting in Copenhagen, raising the same issue, which Commonwealth came as a late start to take this issue up. And in Tobago, Trinidad, decision, Port of Spain decision will go down in history as when the voice of the smallest and other big nations was heard. And it'll be taken to a big conference in Denmark in December. And I want to conclude by once again thank the Prime Minister for his stewardship. This is one of the best Commonwealth meetings that we've ever had on the island. Yes, very far from most of us, but we enjoyed the hospitality of your people and your making us very comfortable. And I think you're making some of us feeling not want to leave too early.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister.
Thank you.